ride. Take it back.
Blue Ridge Cable TV 13 Sports presents high school football. This afternoon, it's the Panther Valley Panthers and the Marian Colts. Today's game is being brought to you by the B-Mart at Mountain Mobile, Bennett Palmerton Ford Mercury, by Carrigan's Country Pharmacy, Kovach Dealerships, Lee Heighton Chrysler Plymouth, O'Donnell's Market, by Pocono Healthcare Center, Raiders Travel, The Times News, Shortstop Sports Shop, by K&K Floral Creations, Zimmerman's Dairy, by Arietta Plumbing and Heating, J. Surma Excavating, Hager Furniture, by Lee Heighton Lincoln Mercury, Today's Realty, Irby's Tire and Auto Center, Roscoe P. Snyder Insurance, Platz's Restaurant, by Jim Thorpe National Bank, Chicken Plus, B&B Automotive, and by Butch Building Center. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Men of Marion Stadium for the 27th renewal of this rivalry between Panther Valley and Marion. Along with Jim Nunemaker, I'm Bob Capasso, and although Panther Valley leads the series, Marion has won 3 of the last 4, including 2 last year and the Eastern Conference Championship, and they are highly favored to win this one again today. But Marion, although 2-1, has not really lived up to those expectations in the preseason.
From what I've read in the paper, that is correct. I know everyone expected them to be the dominant team in the area, and last week's loss to Mount Carmel, I think, came as somewhat of a disappointment. And from what I again have read in the paper, they weren't too pleased with their efforts in the 2 wins that they had in the first 2 games of the season. So maybe they're not as good as the preseason had them scouted as, and maybe they don't know that yet, so they're going to be out here this afternoon, I think, trying to prove to everybody that they are as good as everybody thought they were going to be.
Panther Valley comes in 0-3. George Whary, in his first year as head coach of Panther Valley, they were really hit hard by graduation last year, and he has had his team a bit slow in coming around, but they feel that a game like this should bring out the best in them.
Well, if this doesn't bring out the best in them, then maybe there's not much there to bring out. They've got to come in here today looking to regroup, looking to make up for the 3 losses that they've suffered so far, and we should see a really strong effort from Panther Valley. They were disappointed last week. They felt that they had a good chance to win last week's ball game. They did not play well, and they just don't want to tolerate that. So they're going to look to put on a good show today.
We have to talk about turnovers. The last few games that we've seen have turned on the turnovers. Panther Valley comes in a -4 in the turnover ratio, Marion a +1.
And that has been a big factor, as we were talking before we went on the air. 4 of the last 5 games that we have televised have been decided to a very large degree by fumbles. There was a fumble in last night's game that we did. There were fumbles in the games that we covered last weekend and the weekend before that. So that this has been the theme of this season as far as our coverage is concerned, and I'm sure both teams today realize the importance of holding on to the football and, of course, of not making any mistakes in the area of penalties. They don't want to get hit with a big penalty at a crucial time, as one of the teams did in the game we covered last night.
As far as Marion is concerned, the high expectations came from quarterback and wingback. Brian Kennedy, the quarterback and All-State candidate, and, of course, Mark Makovic, the All-Stater at wingback and defensive back. And when you talk about Marion, you start with those two.
And when you talk about those two, you talk about quickness. Makovic makes you defend from sideline to sideline. And I think that's the big advantage that Marion has over Panther Valley. We saw Panther Valley in their opening game against Lee Heighton. They are not a quick football team. They are big. They probably are going to be very tough as the season wears on physically. They're going to hope today to neutralize that speed by running inside, I think, and by controlling the football, using as much of the clock as they can so that those quick Marian Colts can't get their hands on the football. But Marian does put an awful lot of pressure in making you defend from sideline to sideline.
Panther Valley will run a lot with Gehring and Mahalik. Gehring, a nice story. He was not the starter in the first game. He has played himself into that position.
Yes, and he's only a sophomore, which gives the Panthers some reason for optimism as the season wears on, because sophomores are going to develop. They're only going to get better, and maybe today's the day they're going to start getting better.
All right, today, Marian and Panther Valley.
Shortstop Sports has been serving the Pocono Mountains for 14 years. We offer a complete line of Pocono Mountain clothing and accessories. We custom make uniforms, including imprinting and embroidery for all team sports. Coming this fall, Airwalk technical footwear and snowboard boots at unreal prices. As usual, we offer special discounts to local high school and college students with school ID. For all your sporting and leisure activity needs, call Rob at 717-839-7261.
The Bean Mart at Mountain Mobile, serving the public 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to midnight, located at Long Pond Road and Route 940, exit 8 off Interstate 380 in Pocono Summit. Your complete Pennsylvania Lottery headquarters for Big 4, Wild Card, Super 7, and the new Cash 5, plus all instant games available. They'll fill your barbecue propane tanks and take care of Mini Mart, mobile gas, and diesel fuel needs. The Bean Mart at Mountain Mobile, Pocono Summit. Come in and say hi to Sparky and Beans.
Carrigan's Country Pharmacy, located between Route 534 and Old Stage Road in Albrightsville, has health and beauty aids, unique greeting cards, a large selection of Yankee candles, gift wrap accessories, and items including creative calligraphy picture frames, novelty stuffed animals, and other gifts for all occasions. For all your pharmaceutical needs, stop in or call Carrigan's Country Pharmacy at 717-722-8861.
Well, this afternoon, Marian and Panther Valley, although it's not quite the atmosphere for last year's championship game, both teams came on to a big hand and fans on the field, and always a big rivalry between these two clubs. Panther Valley leads the series 15-10 with one tie. Panther Valley's last win, a 12-7 win over Marian in 1991.
This, as I think we hinted at in our pregame talk, could really be an intense ball game. I think both teams have something to prove. Panther Valley, of course, and we'll go down to the center of the field.
Roll for your shirts. Panther Valley, wait for your shirts. Tail and the head, okay? Tail and the head, who's going to call it? Ball lots in the air, Colin. Tails, tails, it's the heads. I'm going to toss to your choice. Proceed. You have the kick. Put yourself in the line to kick, please. I'm going to kick this way, Marian, to me. Marian, 1 to drop. Proceed. Gentlemen, shake hands. Let's break the ball game.
The man in charge, Glenn Rissmiller. The umpire is Mike Eberwine. Jim Haney's the back judge. Pete Koenig, the line judge. Denny Rerig is the head linesman.
As I was saying, the Panthers have to prove to themselves that they can play football, that they can win a game. And the Colts have to prove, as we said before, Bob, that they are as good as everybody thought they were.
They fell last week, Marian did, to Mount Carmel 17-15. Shamokin creamed Mount Carmel last night 42-8.
Yes, I'm not sure exactly what that proves, but it suggests something, but it may prove nothing.
Panther Valley will kick off.
I want you to be sure to get all these names correct this afternoon, Mr. Capasso. Some Panther Valley fans weren't pleased with our pronunciation of some names of the last time we had the Panthers. We got a phone call. Of course, the individual didn't leave his name, so we don't know whose name we didn't pronounce correctly. So we'll probably mispronounce it this afternoon. Again.
Didn't leave his name or the name we mispronounced.
Right. So we don't know whose name, but we've gone over them, and we're doing our best. And the next time he calls, I hope he leaves his name.
Joe Tout will kick off. John Williams, the regular kicker, out with an injury. Makovic is the man in the middle, and he will receive at the 14-yard line. Makovic has the blockers to the 40 and to the 45-yard line. First and 10 for the Marian Colts, and here's the way the Colts will come out on offense. Kennedy's the quarterback. It'll be Dunnedy, the tailback, and Corey McCarroll for Persini, who is hampered with a hamstring. We'll talk about that a little more. Makovic, Perilli, and Garber out on the flank with Van Norman, Seitz and Seitz, Jason and Bryan, Harmonowski and Magda up front.
Senior team for the most part.
Dunnedy on first down gets about 4. Up comes the linebacker Brunda, and here is the defense. Billy Reese is the nose guard. Jim Strauss gets the start. John Williams out with a knee injury. Joe Tout's the other tackle with Lee and Mahalik. The linebackers, Brunda and Koshulik, Kuzma, Cramsey, Oriole, and Jones are in the secondary. On second down, Kennedy wants to throw, pumps, now floats it to the right side. It is incomplete. He was looking for Perilli. It was Oriole in coverage.
And good coverage and good pressure. That was not a well-thrown ball because Kennedy was under pressure and threw the ball off balance. As I said before, we take a look at it again, and it was just floated down that far sideline. The ball didn't have anything on it. As we said before, the Colts make you defend from sideline to sideline. Never easy.
3rd and 8, they fake that wingback trap and run the option. Dunnedy drops the pitch, and did he fall on it? No, Panther Valley did.
Good penetration, Bob. Good penetration by the Panther Valley defense on that far side. And Kennedy gets confused because that penetration gets between him and his pitch man, and that's why the pitch went awry.
So Panther Valley takes over 1st and 10 on their own 48-yard line. We'll set up their offense in a moment. I will tell you that Chris Kuzma, the junior, is the quarterback. On first down, he gives to the tailback, Roger Gehring. Gehring pushed back after a yard gain. For Marian, it was John Persini on the tackle. And here is the Panther offense. Kuzma is the quarterback, with the sophomore Gehring at tailback and Matty Mahalik, the senior, at fullback. It's Cramsey, Oriole, and Whitehead on the flanks. Up front, we'll see Mike Brunda at center with Greg Koshulik, Chad Molaska, Colin Jones, and Joe Tout up front. They want to throw, and it is complete to Whitehead. Whitehead gets to the 45 of Marian. It'll be well shy of a first down. Kennedy, Persini, and John Garber are there defensively.
But a good call by Panther Valley. A short pass, nothing difficult about it, but it does make Marian respect the passing game, and means they can't load up front to stop the run.
3rd down 3 for Panther Valley. Gehring is the lone setback. Kuzma, deep drop. Throws right, incomplete. He had Mahalik out there. Garber was in coverage. Marian defensively looks this way. The nose guard is Yost with Harmonowski and Magda at the tackles. DeBow and Perilli are the ends. The linebackers, McCarroll and Persini. Now, Persini is nagged with a hamstring injury. That's why he is not playing offense. Kennedy, Terzolaitis, Garber, and Makovic are in the secondary. Panther Valley goes for it on 4th down. Mahalik, he won't get it. He won't get anything. In fact, he lost a few yards. Jimmy Magda, the junior defensive tackle, comes in and makes the play.
And the Colts actually get into Panther Valley offensive backfield. Somebody must have missed a block up front because there should not have been that much penetration. And a golden opportunity for the Panthers goes for naught.
Well, Marian gets it back right about where they started the last time. At the 47, fumble again, and Panther Valley has it again. We talked in the pregame about fumbles and what they have done to teams this year. Marian has fumbled twice.
It's a trap play, and Kennedy just missed the handoff to his halfback. Be interesting to see if Panther Valley comes out throwing again, Bob, or if they try to stick to the ground. Well, that answers the question, doesn't it?
Kuzma to throw, throwing short, picked off. John Garber with the interception, and then a penalty flag comes in at the end of the play. We're going to probably get an illegal block here at the end of the play. So Marian will have the ball on the Garber interception.
The clip after the interception, and as we said, the ball's going to go over to Marian.
It is during the play, so it will be 1st and 10. There you see George Whary in the light yellow jacket there.
So the passing has not helped the Panthers so far this afternoon, Bob. I'm sure Coach Whary and his staff felt that they had to come out and put the ball in the air, or that they could help their running game by coming out and putting the ball in the air, but that has not been the case so far.
Mark Makovic moves to halfback. He gets the give, and he is wrapped up by Tony Lee, the defensive end. Makovic last week had 3 carries for only 3 yards, caught 6 passes for 72 yards. Kennedy was 10 for 24 for 115 yards. Here's the end around, Justin Williams. Williams gets strung outside and gets caught by Chris Kuzma.
Good tackle by Kuzma. I thought Williams was going to have some room to run. But a nice defensive play over there by Kuzma.
So it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Colts. Back at the 36-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, Kennedy to throw. Throwing to the middle man, that's Makovic. He is inside Panther Valley territory before Greg Kishulek runs him down from behind.
And there were 3 receivers to this side of the field and only 2 defenders. Hence, Makovic was wide open. There you see the 3 receivers. The deep man picked up, the sideline man picked up, but the curl man left alone, so that Makovic caught the ball alone and then had about 5 yards to run before he met any opposition.
That's the first down for either team this afternoon. Williams goes right, Barilli comes left, that's Garber changing sides. Makovic is set up as the fullback. Here's Dunnity to tailback. Dunnity inside the 40 and gets down to the 38-yard line.
Good penetration by Panther Valley, but they can't make it happen. And nice effort by Dunnity. There's the penetration. There's some more penetration, but the would-be tacklers missed Dunnity, and he picked up the 8 yards.
Let's go, D!
Corey McCarroll will be the lone setback. 3 receivers right. Here's that wingback trap again. And Makovic will only get a yard or so. I don't know if he got close enough for the first down. Mahalik on the tackle. And they're going to bring on the change.
Obviously, some people not too happy with what's going on as we pick up some discussion on our sideline mics.
They're short by about a foot. It'll be third and that much. There's Stan Dick in the center of your screen with the blue hat on and the headset. Third and 1, Marian. From the wishbone. Dunnedy on the give. He's got the first down, but a penalty marker comes flying in the holding zone. Dunnedy got inside the 30 to the 29.
Well, we're not going to wait, in all likelihood, 46 and a half minutes this afternoon to see the first holding call of the game, Bob, as we did last night. I take it you're not going to touch that with a 10-foot call, huh?
Not at all.
Well, we'll just let it go at that.
Third and 11 for Marian. They are dropped back to the Panther Valley 47-yard line. Brilliant McKovic to the bottom of your screen. That's McKovic coming toward you in motion. Kennedy to throw. Sets up and throws for McKovic. It was short. McKovic tried to cut back, but can't catch it. He short hops it, and it will be 4th and 11.
McKovic slipped, and Kennedy didn't get his feet set. He's got to, even though he's under pressure, he's got to get those feet set if he's got to get enough on the ball. And he didn't get his shoulder square to the line of scrimmage. Hence the ball was underthrown. So important, as we pointed out time and time again.
They will punt. McKovic does. A wobbly spiral. It takes a bounce at the 10 and is picked up by Jones inside the 10, and he is run out of bounds at the 6-yard line. The Marian play made by Jim Derzolaitis.
Always a tough call for a back. I think the rule, though, is if the ball hits within the 10-yard line, you don't play it and you let it roll into the end zone. And I believe this one might have.
So Panther Valley begins this possession back at their own 7-yard line.
And I think here's where we're going to see whether or not Panther Valley can move the ball on the ground.
The handoff is to Gehring. Gehring cuts it back, gets near the 10-yard line. Persini there on the tackle. So is Corey McCarroll, the 2 linebackers.
Panther Valley is bigger than Marian up front, so that they should be able to move those Marian defenders. One of the interesting things that Coach Dick has done for a while, and is certainly doing again this year, is using the small halfback type player on the nose. Number 27, Chris Yost, stands 5'5" and weighs 156.
Well, last year it was Stevie Snurr. Here's Gehring. Borelli comes up and makes the tackle, helped out by McCarroll. They get to about the 14. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Almost a fumble here, and there Gehring had to make a decision whether he's going to go inside or outside. I believe if he had thrown the hip outside, cut back inside, he might have picked up the first down there, Bob. And Panthers maybe a little bit slow in getting a play in. We'll watch the back judge, Jim Haney, to see if he comes in with a delay of game call here.
They do get it off. The handoff goes left, nothing there. Jamie Holler on the carry, and up comes Mike Kamenowski, the senior defensive tackle, to make the play.
And again, too much penetration by the Colt defense. The Panthers not going to be able to run the ball if they allow that to happen. And of course, what the Colts are doing is stunting all over the place.
Tony Lee in the punt, dropped the ball, but does get it away. Gets a nice one away. McKovic at the 49. To the 39, 1st and 10, Marian right there.
Well, now the field position belongs, of course, to the Colts, and they will bring out all the stops. pull out all the stops, I guess is the expression I'm looking for. Why don't you help me out, Mr. Capasso? You know all of these cliches and so on, but you're good at it. Are you going water skiing this weekend, by the way?
No, not at all.
No, you're not going to New England again? She got smart already?
First down, McCarroll running right. Nice play by the nose guard, Billy Reese. A loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11.
And both defenses this afternoon doing a lot of stunting and slanting, and thus getting a lot of penetration into the opposing team's offensive backfield.
Down near 2 minutes in the first quarter. Second and 11. Kennedy, straight drop back. Sets up, throws over the middle to McCovic. A defender slips. McCovic on the run. Inside the 20 to the 10. And an Oriole trips him up at the 9-yard line.
I believe this is a crossing pattern. McCovic's going to come across the field from the top of the screen. There he comes across. He lined up on the far side. And as he runs more distance on a pattern, he becomes increasingly difficult to cover because of his quickness.
The Colts go to the wishbone. Here is Dunnity, who cuts it back, gets inside the 5, and is stopped at the 2.
Almost coughed up the ball, it looked like to me, Bob. We'll see it again. Yeah, that ball was popping loose for a moment.
Chad Malaska there defensively, so's Greg Kashulik. 2nd and goal from the 1. Tommy McCarroll goes wide left. They just spread out the defense because they get to McCovic, who goes in from a yard away. Mark McCovic for a 1-yard touchdown, and Marian is up 6-0.
It was rather obvious that the Colts this afternoon want to get the ball in McCovic's hands as much as possible. Already he's carried the ball as many times as he did all last week against Mount Carmel. That being 3 times.
Dunnity to kick, Garber to hold. It is placed down. The kick is blocked. Blocked by Tom Jones. And he ran into Dunnity. Dunnity a bit shaken up. He's okay. He gets up and trots off. But Marian is on the board. 1:05 remains first quarter. 6-0 Colts.
One of our fine sponsors is O'Donnell's Market at 125 East White Street in Summit Hill. O'Donnell's Market has a large selection of grocery items, a complete deli, dairy, and fresh produce. We offer the Pennsylvania Lottery number machine, play the daily number, Big 4, Super 7, and Wild Card Lotto. Stop by for our weekend specials. Open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
K&K Floral Creations of 44 East Hazard Street in Summit Hill can provide you with silk and fresh flower arrangements for every occasion. K&K Floral Creations also has a variety of balloons and gift items to suit your needs. Also, we offer delivery throughout the Panther Valley and surrounding areas. For those special occasions, give us a call at 717-645-5993. Consultations for all your wedding needs. Appointments preferred.
Don't fuss. Call Chicken Plus, the takeout restaurant in Lansford, next to John and Bob's Friendly Market. They have a full menu with platters, buckets, and delicious cholesterol-free chicken, buffalo wings, whole chickens. Chicken Plus is open Tuesday through Sunday. As the temperatures soar, if you need a snack, dinner, or having a party or picnic, call Lou at 645-4963 for the best chicken in Carbon County.
So Marian leads it 6-0. Mark Makovic goes in from a yard out.
He's going to be a busy young man this afternoon.
Already is. Dunity to kick off. A low line drive. Led by Mike Dunn. Harden Jason Chagan.
Did a nice job throwing that ball and then holding on to it as the coach came down, determined to strip the ball from him.
First down, Panther Valley from the 34-yard line.
And this is their fourth possession here in the first quarter. That's a lot of possessions in a quarter.
They've given it up once on downs, once on an interception, and they've punted once. Magda's going to go off to the sideline. I'm not sure what happened, whether it's equipment. First and 10 Panthers. We're ready to go. Option left. It's Mahalik on the pitch. A penalty marker flies. So there's two players out there. It looked like a mix-up. Pirelli comes up and makes the tackles.
Mahalik should have been the blocker in that play. The pitch should have gone to Gehring, the tailback.
And an illegal block is called against the Panthers. And Magda comes back in. As in college this year, they have the blood rule in high school, and I don't know if that was the problem, but if it was, they have to go out. They have to cover it up. And this is a 15-yarder.
Clip. One of the interior linemen pulled in the play. And of course that is not what the Panthers want. Trailing here in the first quarter.
Kuzma to throw. Throwing over the middle, nearly picked off. Makovic was the nearest man to it. And it'll be second down and a lot.
And there's a flag again, and I believe it's going to be holding against Panther Valley. So the Panthers started on their own 34-yard line, Bob, but they're very quickly retreating back to the shadows of their own goalpost.
Yeah, I believe Marian's going to decline it.
Check it down. We're going second.
And for a change, you're right. I was about to say, as always, you're right, but then I caught myself. I couldn't possibly say that.
Second and 25, Kuzma to throw. Gets out to the wing, he tucks and he'll run. And he is out of bounds. Magda and Garber run him out. An 8-yard gain for Kuzma.
Good choice by Kuzma that time. He was under pressure. Gets a nice effort there from Mahalik, who doesn't give up on the play. That's good effort. And Kuzma picks up 8 yards.
Third and 17. Kuzma to throw again. Sends it left for Gehring. Gehring has it, but up comes Jim Kerzolitis, the cornerback, to make the play.
Kerzolitis had that play read all the way. He's not fooled for a second.
Gehring, the leading receiver on this team. 9 receptions, 103 yards coming in. But they lose yardage on that. They'll have to punt it away when we start the second quarter. That's it for one. 6-0 Colts. We start the second quarter, and Panther Valley will punt it away. Lee's punt, a high one. Nice kick, Dunity. And Makovic on the reverse. Makovic, 45-50. And he is brought down by Joe Tell.
I must accuse you of understatement, Mr. Capasso. That was a great punt. End turned over. Nice job. I'm sure you'll have the yardage for me to prove that it was a great punt.
Sorry.
You don't have it?
I missed that.
Oh, Mr. Capasso, you let me down.
Marian ball 1st and 10 right at midfield. The pitch is to Dunity. Dunity trying to find the corner. Does not find it. Gets about 3.
Student body left. Looking for an alley.
Greg Kacholik makes the tackle with help from Matty Mahalik. There's George Whary.
Considering this field position, 3-yard gain is not a bad effort. 4 down territory, quite possibly. 4 times 3 is 12, which is a first down.
There's Makovic from the wing spot. He is inside the 45 to the 44. Mike Grunda, the linebacker, makes the tackle.
And again, the ball in Makovic's hands. A play that Marian fumbled on earlier. The trap play up the middle. There's the quick pitch. Palmerton ran that very effectively last night. Mark Slivka scored on I believe a 15-yard run early in the game for the Blue Bombers.
Kurt Sigma into the game, comes to the near side. Kennedy wants to throw and will throw incomplete. Justin Williams was the intended receiver. Broken up by Oriole.
Nice job by Oriole. He timed it perfectly. That time, Kennedy set his feet, delivered the ball well, right on the mark. But Oriole made the fine defensive hit as he timed it perfectly.
Makovic will punt. Gehring and Tom Jones are deep. Panther comes across. And this would give Marian a first down. It's offsides against Panther Valley, and Marian has new life.
Just the kind of mistakes that a struggling team cannot afford to make. Panther Valley stop Marian. Is going to get the ball back. And that mistake gives the Colts another 4 downs in Panther Valley territory at the 39-yard line.
Makovic back in the backfield. Play action fake to Dunity. Now they throw to Makovic. A little bit too high for Mark.
What's the ratio, Bob, between passing and running so far for Marian? Seems
4 passes. 13 runs.
Thought they had thrown the ball more often than that, but I, of course, bow to your statistical ability.
On 2nd down, it's Williams on the end around inside the 35 to the 34. The nose guard Bill Reese got out there defensively.
A nice defensive effort by Reese. He recovers well, and he makes a solo tackle on a play that looked as though we're going to go for big yardage down that far sideline.
Third and 4, Marian. They fake that inside handoff and run the option. Kennedy Keith gets thrown to the outside, but still gets the first down.
Nice job here by Kennedy. The fake to Makovic's a nice addition to that play. There he could have pitched, but he decided not to, and decided to option off the next man. The nice fake he made enabled that series to develop.
Jones and Brunda on the tackle. Marion's fourth first down of the first half. Now they do give it to Makovic. They set up that play with the last play, and Makovic gets to the 20-yard line. Brunda and Greg Koschulik make the tackle.
As we have said, the idea that the Colts came into the game with is get the ball to Makovic as often as possible.
They've done so 7 times. 2 on pass plays, 5 on runs. And he has been setting up in the backfield a number of times. Quick toss right side, McCarroll. That's Tom McCarroll. It is complete, very close to a first down.
Yeah, nothing fancy here. 3-step drop, 1, 2, 3, throw. McCarroll went down about 4 yards. Did what we call a button hook. The ball was delivered right in the mark. Tough to defend against that, Bob. Only outstanding defensive backs such as yourself can stop that play regularly.
3rd and 1 Colts. From the wishbone, here's Makovic. Well, not a lot there, but it looks like he will get the first down. Mike Brunda, the linebacker, makes the tackle.
The stop for the Panthers.
And it is a first down.
First and 10 for Marian.
That's 5 first downs for the Colts.
Ball is resting on the 19.
We got off to a very slow start, fumbling on our first 2 possessions, but who are now moving the ball downfield with some consistency, although this drive should have been stopped a few plays ago.
An offside on a punt gave Marian new life. It was 4th and 4, and the 5-yarder gave him a first down. Now Marian makes a mistake. Their second penalty, motion. And this will drop them back to the 19.
Morrow, stay 5 yards behind the flag, behind the line.
1st and 15, Dunnity straight ahead, pushes the pile forward, this breaks away, out of the crowd, and goes in, touchdown. 19 yards for Dunnity.
And he did most of it on his own. There was a hole there to get him started, but once he got into the secondary, quite a few Panthers seemed to have a shot at him, as we see it again, and he just breaks free of any would-be tackler and powers his way into the end zone. Nice effort by Dunnity.
Marian will go for 2 after getting the first kick blocked. 3 receivers left. Kennedy rolls right, stops, throws. Garber, it's wide open in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 7:07 remaining in the first half. 14-0 Marian.
With 3 convenient locations, the Jim Thorpe National Bank, your bank of a lifetime, will serve your banking needs with friendly, personalized service. The Jim Thorpe National Bank is a full-service community bank with max service available 24 hours a day. For friendly, competent service, the Jim Thorpe National Bank is the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Irby's Tire and Auto Service on Route 209 below the hospital in Coaldale is your complete auto service. Irby's Tire and Auto Service does brakes and exhaust, tune-ups, 24-hour towing, state inspections, and is your area Goodyear tire dealer. Coming soon, the latest in computer wheel alignment. Stop by to see Mike at Irby's Tire and Auto Center or phone 717-645-4004.
Need to get away from it all? Tired of the hassle at the office or on the job? Call Raiders Travel and ask about their great package rates to the Caribbean, Mexico, or Hawaii. Or if you prefer cruising, Raiders Travel can get you the lowest available rates. And remember, Raiders Travel specializes in Walt Disney World packages. Their motto, travel with a personal touch, describes the type of service you can expect at Raiders Travel. There's never a charge for their professional, courteous, and friendly service. Call or stop in at 625 Interchange Road in Lehighton. J. Surma Excavating and Equipment Repairs, located on Route 209 in Coaldale, does major and minor auto, truck, and heavy equipment repairs. From Parker hydraulic hose assemblies, welding and fabrication, engine rebuilding, to front end repairs and alignment. J. Surma Excavating and Equipment Repairs does snow removal, state inspections, and they also have road service available. Stop into J. Surma Excavating and Equipment Repairs on Route 209 in Coaldale, or phone 717-645-2619.
Kovacs dealerships are having a 93 countdown on leftover cars, Jeeps, and trucks. Visit one of our Ford dealerships today. Kovacs Ford with Escorts to Rangers, Kovacs Buick Oldsmobile Jeep Eagle with everything from Achievas to Skylarks, Kovacs Pontiac Jeep Eagle with Grand Prix to Summits, and Kovacs Chevrolet Cadillac Geo with everything from Cavaliers to pickups. Be prepared for a wide selection and the best deal around. Kovacs will not be undersold.
Sports fans, it's football season again, and the Times News is having its annual football contest. Prizes this year range from dinner for two at the Forest Inn to a Windjammer barefoot cruise for two. So if you enjoy following your local high school football teams, why not get in on the action? See the Thursday sports section of the Times News for official rules. Entry blanks will appear every day in the Times News sports section. Turn in every coupon and double your weekly winnings. So watch for information in the sports section of the Times News and get into the action.
Zimmerman's Dairy of Lehighton has been family-owned and operated since 1918. They carry a complete line of dairy products as well as your favorite Zimmerman's iced tea, fruit punch, lemonade, orange drink, and diet iced tea. Zimmerman's Dairy bottles and packages their products themselves at their newly expanded plant and storage facility in Lehighton. Look for the popular Zimmerman's half pints, and half gallons at your local gas station, food market, and convenience store. Zimmerman's Dairy is a wholesale distributor located at 808 Bridge Street in Lehighton.
Dunedin set to kick off for Marian. The Colts lead it 14-0 on a 19-yard Dunedin run for touchdown. Again, one of the up men for Panther Valley. And out of bounds it goes. 23 is Jason Shigon. I hope I said that right. I don't want to prompt any phone calls.
Oh, goodness, no. You're such a busy man at the station, you don't have time for anything but the scheduled day's work, right, Mr. Capasso?
If you're going to call and yell at me, mark down number 23. That's who I mispronounced.
Okay.
Excuse me, Jason. First down, Panther Valley from the 36. Option left. The pitch is to Gehring. It's a pass. Gehring, who runs it down back inside the 30.
And the Panthers just not able to move the ball offensively. They've played a nice defensive game to this point, but offensively they just have not executed well. And again face a long yardage situation, this being about 2nd and 20.
Yeah. Brandon McKee in, comes wide left. They run the inside trap. And he fumbled the football, and Marian has it.
Yeah, the handoff never took place. This ball is loose. Excuse me, Bob. This ball is loose before it ever gets to the halfback. It was supposed to go to the fullback Mahalik the way it looked, but he never got it.
The second turnover for Panther Valley. They came into the game 4 takeaways, 8 giveaways. They are even up in this game. Here's Dunedin on the give. He ran for a touchdown on the last play. This time he bounces off a tackler and gets inside the 15-yard line.
and tempers are starting to flare, and it's early yet.
First down, Marian at the 14-yard line. Makovic back into the backfield. He's back there with Dunnity. Here's Makovic. Stopped before he got the ball. Somebody was standing in the hole that he wanted to go through. And then Jim Strauss, the senior defensive tackle, comes up and makes the play.
He doesn't look nearly as comfortable running out of that tailback position as he does when he runs off the wing or when he runs after catching a pass. I don't know how much work he's gotten in the backfield, Bob, so far this season. But he looks a little uncomfortable. Actually, he lines up as a fullback.
Kennedy to throw. Lots of time. Throws it to Dunnity, the safety valve on the near sideline. Dunnity breaks a tackle, breaks another, and gets inside the 5. And it looks like he'll have a first down.
Good heads-up play by Kennedy. Dunnity is not his primary receiver. He's looking downfield, can't find anybody, knows immediately where his safety valve is, hits Dunnity on a well-thrown ball, and then Dunnity does the rest on his own.
First and goal, Marian from the 2. They go to the wishbone. Dunnity, touchdown. Jason Dunnity with his second touchdown of the game and the 7th of the season.
26 yards, 4 plays for the Colts as we see it again. He said the wishbone, actually, it's the wishbone alignment, but it's the power eye philosophy. Get 2 backs into the hole in front of the, in that case, left halfback, but in the eye would be the tailback.
Dunnity to kick, Garber to hold. The kick is up, and this one is good. 4:13 remains first half. Marian is up 3 touchdowns. 21-0.
Palmerton Ford Mercury makes it easy to own the car or truck of your choice.
This 93 Taurus is yours for only $239 a month. And excluding tax and tags, that's no money down.
Pick up the phone and call our loan line now. Get quick finance approval and have this car delivered to your driveway.
At Palmerton Ford Mercury, our goal is to save you $300 to $800 on every car, truck, or van sold.
Palmerton Ford Mercury in beautiful downtown Palmerton. Better call the loan line now.
An introduction to the Pocono Healthcare Center with Dr. Michael Lamastro, Director.
Hello, I'm Dr. Lamastro. Health is your most important possession. Unfortunately, life stresses can cause pain and discomfort resulting in diminished health. As your chiropractic physician, I can help relieve your pain and improve your health naturally so you can enjoy the things in life that really matter. Our multidisciplined approach utilizes chiropractic, nutrition, and exercise therapy. We care for the total person and not just your aches and pains.
Why has EFM been an American leader in home heating for over 75 years? Because they don't cut corners on design. They use heavy gauge metals and high-tech combustion methods to get more heat from less fuel. Get the facts on EFM furnaces and boilers from your local EFM dealer. EFM furnaces and boilers, they put the squeeze on fuel costs.
Are you confused there for a moment as we got directions? 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. This must be a new counting system that our director has introduced this afternoon.
Tom McCarroll will kick off for Marian. It's a low line drive picked up by one of the Up men for Panther Valley, and a nice run back. 39 is Jamie Holler, and Holler gets out to the 46 for Panther Valley.
You're right, that was a nice pickup. It was also a nice run, made a nice cut, and then ran hard. He makes a nice cut on this play. Right there, and then he ran hard after he got hit.
First down, Panther Valley. They send 3 receivers right. Mahalik the lone setback. Kuzma to throw. Throwing right side. Tip nearly intercepted. John Barber tipped it away. He had Oriole and Pat Ramsey out there.
Not a badly thrown ball by Kuzma. He has to finesse it in over the linebacker, over Garber, and he almost did so. Garber really had to go up to knock that one down. Good effort by Kuzma.
Again, a single setback. This time it's Guerin. Kuzma to throw. Deep drop, throws over the middle, incomplete. He was looking for Mahalik, and it was John Persini, the linebacker, back in coverage.
Yeah, Persini does a nice job here. He picks up Mahalik as he comes across the middle and stays with him coming across the field. Nice job by Persini. Right there, as soon as Mahalik got a hand on the ball, Persini hit him. Good defensive effort.
3rd and 10 Panthers. This time they have 2 backs in the backfield. Play action fake. Kuzma will keep. He's got some room. And he is knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Run out by Corey McCarroll, the linebacker. And it'll be 4th down and about 4. Panther Valley without a first down this afternoon. 3:32 remains first half. 21-0 Marian. Tony Lee kicks. Nice kick. This one doesn't turn over. Dunnity will take it himself in the 19 and gets slapped out of bounds by Mahalik and Billy Reese. Marian ball 1st and 10 from the 24. 3:23 remains here in the first half.
The Colts have enough time to move the ball downfield for another score. Send the Panthers to the locker room at halftime, almost totally demoralized, I would hazard.
One back in the backfield. Kennedy throws. Complete for Perilli, but Pat Ramsey was right there. Had he arrived a moment sooner, it might have been picked off or at least knocked down.
Or been pass interference.
That's it.
A good throw, a good catch, and a good defensive play. 3 kids did a nice job on that play. Can't ask for any more than that.
6 yards on the pass play to Perilli. 2nd and 4. Option right. The pitch is to Terzolitis, who will just barely get back to the line of scrimmage.
Panther Valley Band getting in formation for their halftime show.
3rd and 3, Kennedy to throw. Throwing left side, picked off. The tip by Ramsey, and it's picked off by Lando Oriole. The 3rd turnover of the afternoon for Marian.
I want to take a look at this to make sure that the back judge, Jim Haney, got it right. Because if he didn't, I'm going to razz him. Jim's a friend. And nothing would give me more pleasure than to be able to harass him a little bit. But
I think that gives you great pleasure to harass anybody.
That does. You're right. You're right. Particularly guys like you.
Kuzma, deep drop, throwing deep over the middle. Incomplete, nearly picked up, and then nearly caught by Ramsey. Mark Makovic and Ryan Kennedy were there in coverage. It was Makovic who almost intercepted it.
You're right. The ball goes from the Colts to the Panthers and then to the ground.
Second and 10 Panthers. 1:49 remains first half. The ball at the 49. Kuzma to throw again. Throwing left side. Incomplete. Two guys go down, incidental contact.
Oh, absolutely. Good call by the official, George Whary.
There's Elias defending on Mahalik.
If anybody initiated that contact, it was Mahalik, and no flag called for there, even though there was, as you called it, contact. Good job.
So it'll be 3rd and 10. Jamie Holler into the game. He is the single setback. Gehring is out. Kuzma to throw. Sets up. Now he has to run out of the pocket. Touch it. And will get nothing. In fact, he lost 5. Mike Parmanowski comes up and makes the play with Andy DeBow. And Marian wants the ball back with 1.5 minutes left, so they call a timeout. Timeout, Marian. 1:32 remains in the half. 21-0 Marian.
The Anderson Frenchwood gliding patio door has long been admired for its classic beauty and remarkable performance. Now we present another Anderson Frenchwood door with an impressive combination of features not found on any other door of its kind, and it does one thing the gliding door doesn't do. It swings. The Anderson Frenchwood hinged patio door.
B&B Automotive Supplies has one of the largest selections of auto parts and inventory in eastern Pennsylvania. With over 20 years in the auto parts business, B&B Automotive Supplies has clutches, pressure plates, belts, hoses, ignition components, and more. B&B also does disc and drum lathe work. If you have any questions about auto supplies, the owner and employees will give you courteous and expert advice. Also, if you're looking for rare parts, B&B can get them through overnight delivery. For competitive pricing and the newest auto parts, come to B&B Automotive Supplies. At Roscoe P. Snyder Insurance Agency Incorporated, we service what we sell, with 3 generations of serving your insurance needs for more than 50 years. We are happy to provide you with one-on-one service and build a friendly and professional long-term relationship. Erie Insurance Group is one of the well-established and stable companies we represent. We offer you personal insurance coverage for homeowners, automobile, and umbrella liability, as well as business coverage and various life insurance products. At Roscoe P. Snyder Insurance Agency Incorporated, we look for ways to save you money.
4th down Panthers. And they will punt it away. Tony Lee will kick. Here comes Marian, and he gets it away. Not a bad one for the big rush, end over ender. It does take a Panther bounce, and it will stop at the 36. And for fear of prompting any more phone calls, I will say that number 48 for Marian is Andy DeBuo.
I think you had Lee right, though. I was impressed the way you handled that.
First down, Marian. 3 receivers left, 2 right, nobody in the backfield. Kennedy, 2-step drop, throws over the middle for Makovic. It is incomplete. Mike Brunda was back in coverage.
Excuse me, Bob. Simple pattern that time by the Colts. Everybody did a fly pattern. Everybody goes straight down the field, looking over the inside shoulder. And Kennedy can throw to whomever he feels is most open.
Panther Valley has used a lot of people. They are doing what they can to find somebody in there. Jake Carnish is in as a cornerback now. They throw away from him, throw left. This one incomplete, looking for Mark Makovic. Pat Ramsey was back there in coverage.
Kennedy will be a tired, Makovic will be a tired young man after this ball game.
3rd and 10 Marian. A minute is left in the first half. They will run, try and run out some of the clock. Dunnity runs left and gets tripped up by Matty Mahalik. And will pick up only 3, so Marian will have to punt with 48 seconds remaining in the half. And Panther Valley wants to see if they can get the ball, maybe put a rush on here.
They got to go for a block.
46 seconds remain, first half, 21-0. Marian leads. Has pretty much dominated offensively, although it hasn't been total domination. And they haven't come out here and just run all over the Panthers.
In fact, the score probably should be 14-0 rather than the 21-0 it is, because prior to the Colts' last touchdown, they had been stopped, had a 4th and 4. We're in punt formation. And then Panther Valley jumped off sides in that punting situation. Marian got a first down and took the ball further downfield and finally scored.
They rush, and Makovic gets it off. Gehring lets it bounce. It takes a Marian bounce, and, a Panther Valley bounce, and it will be down at the 36-yard line. 39 seconds left here in the first half. Panther Valley will have to run at least one play. McKee comes to the near side with Ramsey. Mahalik goes right, and Kuzma goes back. Throws over the middle. McKee first down inside the 50 to the 48-yard line.
First Panther Valley first down this afternoon, I believe.
And Panther Valley will call another timeout with 15.6 seconds left in the half.
Let me remind you that the Lieutenant Mayor would also like to use this opportunity to thank those many who donated green balls for the 1993 season.
Panther Valley trying to put together the string here. Now with 15 seconds left, you figure what, 2 plays?
2 at the most. 2 at the most, unless Kuzma gets sacked. So he's got to put the ball as close to the end zone as he can and hope for the best.
Air it out twice. Air it out twice.
Absolutely. Although you'll see other coaches will throw a screen pass in a situation like this, hoping that they can get the ball in the hands of a halfback who could wend his way through the entire defensive unit. I prefer the long pass. Take your chances.
Kuzma to throws short side right, gets it to Mahalik. Mahalik fumbled the ball, and Marian will get it. It was poked out by John Garber.
That pass is a little dangerous. That's very close to what we call a flat pass, meaning out to the sideline. And boy, if that ball gets intercepted, Garber is down the far sideline into the end zone before anybody knows what happens.
Now Marian calls the timeout. They want to see if they can use the 6 seconds to score. 21-0 Colts.
Personal service is a promise at Hager Furniture, with 3 generations of the Hager family to serve all your home furnishing needs. Stop fighting over the recliner. Buy a Lazy Boy Motion Sofa and Love Sofa from Hager Furniture and get 4 recliners. Right now, Hager Furniture is running a sale on all Lazy Boy recliners and motion furniture. So hurry in to Hager Furniture on Delaware Avenue in Palmerton, or give us a call at 826-2900.
There is a difference in real estate companies. When you're ready to buy or sell a home in Carbon, Lehigh, Monroe, Northampton, and Schuylkill counties, make Today's Realty your first choice. Today's Realty agents are dedicated, hardworking, top-producing professionals that get results. So list your home or purchase your dream home with Jim Chrisman, John Hiroshak, and Renee Hiroshak, or Charles Markley. Because something happens when you put a Today's Realty sign in your yard. It's called sold.
Lehighton Chrysler Plymouth and Milford Chrysler Sales has been serving our customers for 42 years. Peter Bowman, the service manager, will make sure your car or truck gets the best service and inspection. The parts department carries all new and used Chrysler parts. If you have any questions, just ask Don Edgar, our parts manager. Lehighton Chrysler Plymouth and Milford Chrysler Sales have new and quality pre-owned cars and also rental cars. At Milford Chrysler Sales, you can find the Eagle Vision, Dodge Intrepid, and Chrysler Concorde. So come see us at Lehighton Chrysler Plymouth and Milford Chrysler Sales.
We talked a moment ago about Jake Cornish coming in. That's another situation where Panther Valley going to audition under fire.
Certainly the wise thing to do. Give the kids a chance to play.
Kennedy will air it out. Right for Dunnity. Incomplete. Cornish running with him.
And yet, Dunnity was behind the defender.
A second and a half is left. One more play for Marian.
Cornish has got to realize, as I'm sure he's been told, you do not let anybody get behind you. The other thing you don't want to do with Dunnity out as a wide receiver like that, Bob, is let him catch the ball in front of you on a one-on-one situation. Now, Cornish should get some help here.
Kennedy throws deep left side for Perilli. Incomplete. Broken up. Oriole and Cramsey were back in coverage. That's it for the half. Marian leads it 21-0.
Platz's restaurant in Lehighton is the place to go for fun food and drink. Open for lunch and dinner. Platz's menu consists of famous buffalo wings and buffalo shrimp, 24-ounce super steaks, pasta made on the premises daily, succulent baby back ribs, mouth-watering prime rib, and fresh seafood. Also a full sandwich menu. Whether it's just the two of you or a large group, just call Platz's to reserve your table. With a full bar area and 2 floors of dining rooms loaded with antiques and memorabilia, Platz's is a fun place to eat and browse. Open 7 days a week. Party and banquet facilities available.
It is halftime, 21-0. Marian leads, and now the Panther Valley marching band. is halftime. Marian leads it by a score of 21-0. And today's game is being brought to you by the Bean Mart at Mountain Mobile, Bennett Palmerton Ford Mercury, Carrigan's Country Pharmacy, by Kovach Dealerships, Lee Heighton Chrysler Plymouth, O'Donnell's Market, Pocono Healthcare Center, by Raiders Travel, The Times News, Shortstop Sports Shop, K&K Floral Creation, by Zimmerman's Dairy, Arietta Plumbing and Heating, J. Serva Excavating, by Hager Furniture, Lee Heighton Lincoln Mercury, Today's Realty, Irby's Tire and Auto Center, Roscoe P. Snyder Insurance, by Plash's Restaurant, Jim Thorpe National Bank, Chicken Plus, by B&B Automotive, and by Butts Building Center. Bob Capasso, Jim Nunemaker, and the whole crew out at Men of Marion Stadium. The first half, number-wise, was all Marion. 21-0 the score, 8-1 first down, 98-5 rushing yardage, 70-22 in passing yardage, 168 to just 27 in total yardage. Penalties fairly even, and 3 apiece in turnovers.
As you said, it was all Marion, although we have to give the Panther Valley defense some credit. They did play well, particularly in the early going, and really gave up the yardage grudgingly. The score should have been 14-0 rather than 21. We pointed out the reasons for that. So the Panther Valley defense has acquitted themselves fairly well.
For Marion, Jason Dunnedy trots on to kick. And for Panther Valley, Tom Jones and Jason Shigan, who has run back most of the kicks today, will be deep.
Interesting to see what the Panthers decide to do here in the second half. They obviously came into the game intent on throwing. That somewhat surprised me. See if they continue to try to throw the ball in the second half, or if they try to develop a ground attack.
And the second half is underway. It'll be Shigan at the 15. The 20, breaks a tackle, and he gets out to the 27-yard line, where he is dragged down by Corey McCarroll. First and 10 Panthers. The Panthers with 2 fumbles, 1 interception. Looking for their second first down. Mahalik and Gehring in the backfield. Chris Kuzma, the quarterback, number 8. Ramsey in motion. Pat Ramsey. Kuzma rolls right, and throws on first down. It is complete for short yardage for Pat Ramsey. John Garber comes up and makes the tackle.
That they already answered the question. Sprint, 3-step sprint. Quick pass, good for 3 yards. Relatively safe pattern unless it becomes a pattern, and then look for it to be picked off.
Second down, 7. They will throw again, trying the screen left. He had to float it over the defense. He was looking for Gehring and Andy DeBuo. The end was out there covering.
Yes, DeBuo read pass right away, does a nice job defensively. He's not fooled, and once he read screen, why Kuzma's chances of completing that were reduced greatly.
So it'll be 3rd and 7. This time Mahalik comes to the near side and joins Charlie Whitehead, the tight end left. The pitch is to Gehring. Gehring trying to find the corner, will not get there. Corey McCarroll grabs him from behind, up from the front, Jim Derzalitis, and it'll be 4th down. Tony McKovic and Dunnity drop back to their 35. Wobbly spiral, Dunnity at the 38. Dunnity across midfield and tripped up at the 45-yard line. Billy Reese got his hand there and tripped him up.
And just the hand. I was ready to say that Dunnity was going into the end zone, but Reese did, as you called it, get a hand in there and trip him.
First down, Marian. They will start their first second half possession at the 44 of Panther Valley. They will go straight ahead. McCarroll is inside the 25 to the 24.
Not a very auspicious beginning for the Panther Valley defense here in the third quarter.
McCarroll had one carry for a loss of a yard in the first half. First down, Marian at the 24. Kennedy to throw. Over the middle, picked off. Mike Brunda through the hands of McKovic. Brunda with the interception, and then a penalty marker comes in at the end of the play.
It's going to probably be some type of illegal block. The ball will go to Panther Valley, but they're going to be penalized as a clip 15 yards. So instead of starting at their own 30-yard line, they'll start at their own 15. Mixed blessing. Good news, bad news situation.
That's the second Panther interception. Kennedy was 5 for 9 for 70 yards passing and an interception in the first half. And the fourth Marian turnover.
That was a little drag pattern, but the linebackers got a little deeper, I think, than Marian wanted, and we're in a position to cover McKovic.
Gehring on the handoff, running right, cuts it up, and gets across the 20 to the 24-yard line. John Garber makes the tackle.
That may be the best running effort that the Panthers, have accomplished this afternoon.
Yes, 8 yards. Gehring had 4 carries for negative 2 yards in the first half. Some of that, the 10-yard loss on that fumble that he had a fall on. Jamie Howler is into the ball game now. He gets the pitch and gets grabbed behind the line of scrimmage by Mike Farmanowski.
Yeah, that play wasn't set up right to begin with. There was seemingly some confusion.
Howler was 1 carry, negative 2 yards in the first half, and loses 6 here. It'll be 3rd and 8. Make it 3rd and 7.
Panthers need a first down desperately. They've got to do something to get themselves up off the deck.
McKee right, Whitehead left. Cramsey was in the slot. The throw is to Cramsey, incomplete. Tipped just enough that John Garber could not intercept. So on 4th down, Lee will have to kick again.
Yeah, his legs got quite a workout this afternoon.
Gets it away, end over end. Dunnity at the 48. Into Panther territory. 45, 40, and out of bounds near the 30-yard line.
Dunnity does a nice job back there handling punts. He catches most of them, if not all of them. And he certainly has the moves. Gets trapped against the sideline, and the sideline becomes a would-be tackler, and yet he still escapes for a nice return.
First down, Marian, Dunnity, and McKovic in the backfield behind Brian Kennedy. Here's McKovic through a huge hole, and he is down near the 20 and close to a first down. In the first half, McKovic, 7 carries, 12 yards, and a touchdown. Caught 2 passes for 48 yards. and that is good for a first down. McCarroll back in. Makovic goes back to the wing. Here's Dunnity running left, weaving his way through the hole, and he gets to the 15.
And the Valley cheerleaders trying to generate some enthusiasm in a situation that is not going well right now for the Panther followers.
Kennedy, quick roll right, throws incomplete, looking for Perilli. Chris Kuzma was in coverage.
Good second down call by Marian. This is a 4-down situation, so it keeps the Panthers guessing. Nothing fancy about it, just a sideline pattern. But the receiver unable to hold on. Perilli again comes spread wide to the right.
They fake inside. Kennedy Keats goes outside, and he'll be out of bounds near the 5-yard line, and that will be a first down.
Colts now running some plays that entail some fakes before handing the ball off. Here you'll see Kennedy fake the handoff and keeping himself around the far side. That's designed, of course, to take advantage of the over-eagerness of the Panther defenders.
Play action fake. Kennedy stops, throws, tip, and caught. Touchdown. Tipped by Kuzma and caught by Jason Norris.
Nice effort here by Norris. Good concentration, keeps his eye on the ball, and although it is tipped, he is able to make the reception. That's a good effort.
Dunnity for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is no good. 6:21 remains in the third quarter. Marian leads it 27-0. Tune in to Blue Ridge Cable TV 13 for the Monday Evening Quarterback. Each week, we'll be joined by the coaches and players who make it happen on the local football scene. We'll also open up the phone lines and take your calls. So be part of the Monday Evening Quarterback. Northern Lehigh head coach Jim Tack and his players will be this week's guests. It's the Monday Evening Quarterback, 7:30 Mondays on TV 13. Marian to kick off. They lead it 27-0. And this is Tom McCarroll to boot it. A line drive. It'll be Tom Jones at the 20. Jones to the 40. Jones to the 47-yard line. There's runs him down. Chris Yost also there. First down, Panthers.
Tough playing football when you're down 27-0.
Handoff, Gehring, that inside handoff, he goes nowhere. It was John Persini who made the initial hit.
Linebackers did a nice job of staying home. And we're right there when Gehring approached the line of scrimmage.
Second down, 9, Panthers. From the 48, option left. Kuzma keeps. He didn't have a kick man. And up comes Terzolitis and Barilli to make the tackle.
Somebody went the wrong way. You're right. I was afraid Kuzma was going to pitch the ball to no one, because he wasn't really looking, and at this point he still thinks there's somebody there. And considering the fullback Mahalik came this way, Bob, I think it was the tailback who went the wrong way.
3rd and 9, Panthers. Back goes Kuzma, rushes on, look out. He gets away from one would-be tackler and will run and gets into Marian territory. Romanowski and McCarroll make the stop. It'll be 4th and 5.
Good open field tackle here if we get a chance to see it. Kuzma headed toward the sideline after he eludes the tackler and then cuts back and has a chance to get it. But I didn't get the number of the young man who made that tackle, but it was a good open field tackle.
Vukovic on the run back, Billy Reese with a nice tackle at the 21, 1st and 10 Marian. So Marian goes back on offense. 1st and 10 Colts, 4:04 remains third quarter, 27-0 Marian with the lead.
An opportunity for Marian to use up quite a bit of the clock if they're content to keep the ball on the ground, Bob, but I doubt that.
They do here. It is McCarroll on the carry.
Good time, good opportunity to give the ground attack a good workout. Marian normally mixes plays up. A nice balance between running and throwing.
2nd and 5, Colts. Dunnity, nothing there. Mike Grunda slowed him up in the backfield, then Joe Tout came in and finished him off. It'll be 3rd and about 4 or 5. Dunnity in the first half, 11 carries, 68 yards. Kovic in motion. Kennedy to throw. Throws quick to Curley, 1st down. Way nearly lost the ball in the hit. And he does on the 2nd hit, and the Panthers will have it. The 2nd hit came from Tony Lee.
Colts run this pattern well. They've run it quite a few times. It's just a simple button hook. About 4 or 5 yards. It's a 3-step drop. Good throw, good catch. But then Purley's got to hold on to the ball.
That is the 5th turnover for the Colts.
That'll give Coach Stan Dick something to get upset about at Monday's practice, Bob. He won't have to look far for something to lecture the troops about.
Kuzma to throw. Now he'll tuck and try and run. He gets to the outside, and he is out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
This was done well this afternoon when he has gone back to throw, unable to find someone and then run. Does a nice job here, getting to the corner and turning upfield. See if Panther Valley can pick up their first down in the second half and second of the ball game.
Second and 3. Inside handoff. Brantley dropped the football. And the Colts say they have it. And they do. Out of the pile comes Chris Yost with the football.
And I guess that answers my question.
That is their 4th turnover. Their 3rd fumble. Timeout Marian. 2:02 remains, third quarter, 27-0 Colts.
Your all-new Lehighton Lincoln Mercury dealer is setting the pace for the 90s for all your automotive needs.
Featuring a full line of 1992 Lincoln Mercuries, as well as a full service rental and leasing department.
Lehighton Lincoln Mercury has rebates as high as $2,000 and interest rates as low as 2.9%.
They also offer an award-winning service department,
complete with service loaners and free car washes.
Remember, don't buy before you try Lehighton Lincoln Mercury.
Colt ball, first and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Make it the 33. After the third Panther Valley fumble, here is Makovic on that wingback trap inside. Makovic into Panther Valley territory before Oriole runs him down.
He leaves a string of would-be tacklers behind him as he turns upfield, 1, 2. And after the play was over, there were about 3 Panthers lying along the path that Makovic had run.
The fourth first down of the second half for Marian. Kennedy wanted to step up inside, but never got the chance because Tony Lee, the defensive end, was there to grab him and throw him down.
Good no call here by referee Glenn Rissmiller. It may have looked from his vantage point as though Lee had the face mask. He did not. He had the jersey, and it was a good no call. Nice job by Glenn Rissmiller.
Second down and 22 for the Colts. Kennedy to throw again. Deep drop. Screen over the middle. He's got Makovic, and Makovic has some blockers. Makovic across the 40 and run down at the 42, or excuse me, the 38 rather.
Nice effort by Chad Malaska on this play. He is blocked. Makovic gets past him. There's Malaska being blocked, but notice him continuing to trail the play and not give up. Nice effort. Nice effort by Malaska. Good football players.
3rd and 2 Colts. They will run. Gerzelitis doesn't get it. Mike Brunda makes the Panther tackle.
I believe that's the end of the third quarter.
There it is.
The score, Marian
27-0. Marian leads.
Keep up to date with the latest educational issues right here on Communicate with Your Education System, the show that allows you to communicate with local educators outside of the classroom. We do what the networks don't. Local news from your own hometown. Join us on iWatch News 13 and find out what's happening in your community.
Communicate with your education system and iWatch News, only on Blue Ridge Cable TV 13.
4th down and 3. Marian as we start the fourth quarter. They fake it. Gerzelitis with the handoff from Makovic, and they'll get the first down. Upended by Lee, but a 9-yard gain and a first down.
That call doesn't surprise me. I was about to say, this is apparently going to be a punt. It was the type of situation where Marian very easily could have faked it and done something other than kick the ball. Of course, they did. But, of course, I didn't say anything ahead of time, so nobody knows that I really did expect something.
Option left, Kennedy on the pitch to Dunnity. Dunnity got to the outside, but ran out of room down there. It was Patrick Ramsey who put the heat on him and forced him that way.
Nice play here, nice pitch. Jason Norris that time did a nice job in not throwing the block, because if he had thrown one, it would have been a clip.
83 yards rushing for Dunity. Here is McCarroll, hurdling tacklers and getting down to the 7-yard line. Mahalik and Jim Strauss make the tackle.
And as this fourth quarter wears on, that PV defense is going to become more porous, I'm certain, because they've played a lot this afternoon. And they must be exhausted.
6 Marian first downs in the second half, 14 for the game.
And for Panther Valley?
1 in the game, first half. Corey McCarroll running right, grabbed from behind by Reese, and he dives to the 3-yard line. Second and goal from the 3 for Marian. 10 minutes remain in the ball game. The handoff is to Terzalitis. He did not get in. No, pardon me, that's Corey McCarroll. It was McCarroll on the run. He got to the 1.
And I think the ball was loose for a moment, but the officials ruled that the play was over when the ball appeared on the ground.
So it will be 3rd and goal from the 1. From the wishbone. McCarroll, touchdown. From a yard away, Corey McCarroll with the score. There comes the swinging gate.
Such colorful language you use, Mr. Professor. I'm so impressed.
The extra point kick by Tom McCarroll, good. 9:16 remains in the game. 34-0. Marian.
Hello, I'm Nicole Foose, the 1993 Carbon Smockley Young Woman of the Year. On Sunday, September 26th at 2 p.m., 5 high school senior girls will be competing for the 1994 Carbon Smockley Junior Miss title. This year, Kim Bard-Savage, Erin Lawler, Jennifer Pazora, Laura West-Schulis, and Susan Skovich will perform to the theme of A Night on Broadway at the Smockley Junior High School Auditorium. This year's program is sponsored by the Panther Valley Chamber of Commerce. For tickets and more information, call 717-645-5758.
Tom McCarroll to kick off. Marian is up 34-0. Carroll gets a nice one off. It will be Tom Jones. Jones, they didn't go down the first time. He goes down the second time. The second called in there. Justin Andrews makes the tackle.
Andrews makes the stop for Maryland.
That last Marian scoring drive, Bob, 67 yards and 10 plays, highlighted by a 4th down fake punt that picked up a 1st down. 4th downs have been bad for Panther Valley today.
They came off sides on one, giving Marian a 1st down. Quick look in, incomplete. Ramsey was the intended receiver. Garber was the defender. Pardon me, Williams the defender. Justin Williams. See some new faces in there for the Colts.
I would anticipate that from here on out.
Guzman to throw again, throwing left side, complete, first down. It is Brandon McKee on the catch.
The Panthers have their first down of the second half.
It puts it at the 40.
McKee, just a sophomore. You pointed out earlier, this is a young Panther Valley team. A lot of these kids will be around for another year or two.
Guzman, the junior quarterback, rolling out, tucking, fumbling, picking it up, and nearly getting a first down. Now, the ball has points on it, so it bounces strangely sometimes. That one came right back up to him. He caught it in mid-stride.
Just like a basketball player gone down the floor and dribbled the ball and came right back to him as you would normally expect it to. He kicks it out there, pops up. Gives us something to laugh about anyway.
Guzman is the leading ground gainer in the second half for Panther Valley. 4 carries, 20 yards. Guzman to throw, picked off. And return into Panther Valley territory.
It's a good example, Bob, of a quarterback keeping his eye only on his receiver. That ball was thrown right to the young man who made the interception.
Number 68.
Who is
not on the program.
Not on the program.
Marian going to bring in a lot of youngsters on the offense. They call a timeout to set it up. 7:42 remains in the game. 34-0 Colts.
Every year, Americans throw away 25 billion polystyrene cups.
$1 out of every $10 we spend on food pays for packaging.
Less than 1% of the plastic we use is recycled.
Every year, we throw out enough office and writing paper to build a wall 12 feet high stretching from Los Angeles to New York City.
Buy stuff that's recycled. Recycle the stuff you buy. Take it back.
Alcoholism. It doesn't care how young you are.
Growing up had been difficult for me.
I couldn't talk to my parents. We'd always argue. I felt alone, so I started drinking beer, then other things. I couldn't stop. Then a friend told me about AA.
I'm lucky I got to stop drinking while I'm still a kid. I found there are thousands of sober young people.
Alcoholics Anonymous. Look us up in the phone book. Or check your newspaper.
Marian ball, 1st and 10. Charles Hurling is the new quarterback. He hands off to 42, who is Justin Andrews. Andrews gets a couple. Mike Brunda and Jim Strauss make the tackle for the Panthers.
The Colts going to need new people next year, Bob. That starting backfield, Kennedy, Corey McCarroll, Jason Dunnity, all seniors. The offensive line, mostly seniors. Brian Seitz, Jim Magda, the 2 underclassmen. Perilli, the starting end. Garvey, the starting end, the seniors. Or seniors, excuse me.
Paul Ritchie, the fullback, pushed backward by Mike Brunda.
So, the Colts next year are going to field an entirely new team.
It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Colts.
Ritchie is the junior, 5'6", 140 pounds. As you pointed out, Hurling a sophomore, 5'11", 137 pounds.
The handoff is to Justin Williams. Williams caught from behind, breaks the 1 tackle, and then is finished off about 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Joe Tout finally was the man who brought him down. And it'll be 4th and long for Marian.
I would assume these two teams play a JV game on Monday. Might be interesting to know who wins that game. We'll see what the futures of these two teams might be.
Well, I think we just saw the first team Marian offense. The punt by Justin Andrews. Fielded and not returned very far. Tom Jones on the return.
And if Panther Valley sends out their first offense, it'll be interesting to see if that offense can move the ball against the Colt defense, which is comprised now of younger people.
5:20 remains in the game. Marian will head to Blue Mountain next week. Friday night, they now have lights at Blue Mountain. Kuzma wants to throw. Rolling right. Eludes the tackler and will run. Hurdle. Tom McCarroll. It goes down. He's a bit shaken up.
Coach, my time, number 8. Check him. Got to go off the one ball right there.
Glenn Rispiller again doing a good job, making sure the young man is okay, doesn't think that he is, and he wants him off the field for a play at least. That's good. Good refereeing.
Second down, 8. The quarterback will be 83, Brandon McKee. And McKee's going to throw. No, McKee's going to run. McKee's going to do the same thing that Kuzma did. This time, he gets the first down.
Some more new Colts get on the field for some game experience, which is always good to see. What makes practice during the week worthwhile.
First and 10 Panthers, just their third of the game.
This is usually the time of the game that you got in, right, Bob?
Yeah. Gehring to the outside, about 6 yards for Roger Gehring, the sophomore. He'll be back for 2 more here at Panther Valley.
McKee, the sophomore, in his own right for the Panthers.
42, Bill. Brandon, 42. Hey.
It'll be 2nd and 5, Panthers. Marian comes across, penalty markers fly. That'll be 5 against the Colts. Their first penalty in the second half. Panther Valley will now have Marian will now have won 4 of the last 5 in this series. Before that, Panther Valley had won 4 in a row from 87 to 89. Marian won in 90, Panther Valley in 91. Marian twice last year. In fact, Panther Valley had won twice in 88.
The result today comes as a surprise to anyone.
38 is Scott Greenswag. And he is out of bounds near first down yardage. Justin Andrews runs him out.
One of the Panthers on crutches down here got a little testy as the play ended up in his lap.
They broke his crutch.
It was accidental.
Took that crutch. It's Greenswag again. Whoa! And on the run, first down. 18 yards for Scott Greenswag, a sophomore.
Listed in the program as 6 feet tall, 170 pounds. And you believe that one? And I got a bridge.
Don't think he's quite 6 feet tall.
No.
This time, he will go nowhere. Hans Kuhn makes the tackle for the Colts. 2:10 remains in the game. Marian leads it 34-0. The Colts will go to 3 up and 1 down on the season and go to Blue Mountain next Friday night. Panther Valley will drop to 0-4 and go to Schuylkill Haven next week, Friday night.
For another non-breather.
Yeah. Haven won again last night. 39, Jamie Howler on the run.
Haven, a Class A score?
I believe so.
So they'll be they'll be in contention with Marian for to see who represents whatever division they are a part of.
McKee wants to throw, steps up, throws, complete to Oriole, first down, Panthers. Division 1, South 3, Bishop O'Reilly, Cardinal Brennan, Lourdes, Monroe area, Marion, Shenandoah, Pius, and Panther Valley. Haven in South 2. Quick toss. Complete to Matt Shermell. Second down, 7, 40 seconds remain in the game.
Panthers like to get on board. It's always nice to avert the shutout.
It'll be very interesting to see what happens next year with Eastern Conference playoffs. Since to make states, you have to go through district playoffs. The pitch, green flag, inside the 5, down at the 3, clock runs, 9 seconds left. Panther Valley calls a timeout. 9 seconds remain.
Excuse me, Bob, proving that they would too like to avert a shutout, just as I said a moment ago.
Next week, another Friday, Saturday doubleheader of high school football here on TV 13. Pleasant Valley, Atlee Heights on Friday nights. And then Saturday, Northwestern goes to East Stroudsburg. We'll have those for you here on TV 13.
Excuse me, Bob, the Friday night game will be of considerable interest considering both teams are coming off losses. Pleasant Valley, after beating East Stroudsburg last week, got bumped but good last night by Notre Dame. Statistics in that game quite surprising to me. Lee Heighton got handled by Stroudsburg.
Panther Valley from the 5-yard line. McKee keeps, touchdown. Brandon McKee with the 5-yard touchdown run. Four seconds remain on the clock. What are you doing, James? Checking out the sights?
I have to be on the lookout for you.
You're looking out very fine, pointing them out. McKee keeps, can't get the 2-point conversion. Nice play by Marion's Jason Hubert. And with 4 seconds left, we'll see a kickoff and probably nothing more. Monday night on the Monday evening quarterback, Chip Stack and Northern Lehigh. in the game. They fumbled deep in their territory, I believe, and Southern Lehigh was able to run it in. Rest of the schedule for Marian: after Blue Mountain, they go to Crestwood and Exeter Township, then come home for 3 games against Hanover, Monoy area, North Schuylkill, and then finish up at Tamaqua. Panther Valley will go to Schuylkill Haven and Shenandoah, come home for Northern Lebanon, Tamaqua, and North Schuylkill. We'll have the Tamaqua game for you. And they'll go to Blue Mountain before they finish up at home against Jim Thorpe. George Whary trying to get everybody into the game for at least one play here. Making sure he has 11 out there.
And he's going to look from this point on to see improvement from week to week and hope by the end of the season they become an improved and respectable football team. They're obviously not going to make any playoffs this year, but they still want to improve so that they have a sound basis for going into the 1994 season.
If you look at their records, in 86 they were 2-9. The next year they won the district championship in 87. They were 3-8 in 1990. The year after that, they won the Anthracite division, went to Eastern Conference playoffs with a 10-2 record. Paul Ritchie on the run back. He gets to the 46, and the clock runs out. The game is over. Marian wins it by a score of 34-6 over Panther Valley. For Jim Nunamaker and the whole crew, I'm Bob Capasso saying so long from men of Marian Stadium.